This Lion fan base have been craving home in 2002, and they've got it today. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off FC Wild Card game. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This throw quickly out to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
On 2nd down, Swift. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
The tackle made by Monte.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
4 brings up 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the try. They wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was brought down by Will.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stafford steps away to his left. And got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good for a Lions.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Jay Hawkinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Taken down inside the 30. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14. Washington 7. To kick off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
1 yard.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. This is Love.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love taking it in. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
At 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. Here's Stafford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A final shot before the break. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the 50 at Stanford. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 28-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like
he finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Love. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incoming.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Washington.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's James. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
At the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And at the 25-yard line, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. Obviously, points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins.
At the 43-yard.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
18 on the play.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Washington
On 1st down, Love. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now Haskins. And some space here. The 20.
It's Sam, baby.
Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Bryce Love saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Makes this
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll find Swift out in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
By Washington. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.